Conversations with Selena, the podcast where we discover inspiration, motivation, and information to help you live your best life. I'm your host, Selena, aka Sunshine, and each week we'll dive into conversations with guests who share their testimonies, insights, and advice. We'll explore topics that uplift, encourage, and empower you to be the best version of yourself you can be. So tune in and let's have some fun while we explore all that life has to offer. Keep it smiling, sunshine, and let's go. Hey, sunshine, it's Friday night, Foodie and friends. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know why I can't hear the music anymore, but I can't. So I had that problem when at 5:30 when I did the giveaway, I couldn't hear the music. And so I'm just going to make an assumption that you all can hear me. So if you come in, say hi, so I'll know the volume is working. Grab me some ice. So we had two winners tonight. Come on, straw. This ice be glued together. We had two winners tonight for the dinner with Sunshine. That was Vanessa and Melvina. So be sure to go and congratulate them. We'll do it again next Friday night. So that's how we're going to end 2023. And that's how we're going to bring in 2024. So Friday, the last Friday night of let me know if you can hear me, please. The last Friday night of the year and then the first Friday night of the year. So we'll do the giveaway again for dinner. Pay it forward Friday. I'm gonna put my grilled cheese in the air fryer. So I didn't go anywhere. I was gonna go somewhere and eat tonight since I ate here. Bring this chair over here. I was gonna go eat somewhere because I ate here last week. I had pizza. It was store-bought. And I said, I'm gonna go to a restaurant, but I always run the risk of that music in the background causing problems. So I said, this Friday night Foodie gonna eat here again. We gotta eat, and I've been finding that I know I'm not going as live as often as they want me to, but child, I have been consistently inconsistent because my word for 2023 was consistency, and I'm being transparent with you, like you didn't know already. Y'all know I haven't been here like I'm supposed to. So just pray for me. We're going to get it together. Hey, Vanessa. Congratulations. There goes winner number one. Vanessa got dinner, child. She could go get her some dinner. Pay it forward Friday. So, I did read, the scripture about when you do things, you do it in private, right? Because if you do it publicly and you announce it, then you have received your reward. But there's sometimes that, it's fun. I still do things privately for people, and then I do display some. So I don't know. You'll be judged either way. Judged that you shouldn't be doing it, or judged that you should do more. So just know that it was for to get the engagement so that I could pay it forward to some of you, and but it wasn't for show. Like that's never just the case. But I just wanted to put that out there. So make sure that whenever you do things for people, that it's not broadcasted. That I did this for this one. This was a raffle, so that's different. The only way to have a raffle is to tell people who the winner is, put it out there and then tell people who the winner is. So it's paying it forward, but it is publicly. So anyway, I hope that helps. So I got this book. It's called Self-Love. We're just going to have a little bit of conversation while I eat my soup and my sandwich. So I have tomato basil soup and I'm making a grilled cheese. I did put me a slice of chicken on there. But this is talking about being honest, right? So the book is Self-Love. Again, we're working on self-discovery with Sunshine. Sometimes we think we really know ourselves until we really start to pray and ask God to show us, and then you're like, ooh, you're not that nice. You're not as nice as you thought you were, or you're not as much of a giver as you thought you were, and so our goal is not to compete, but it's to be better against ourselves. So we're not competing with others. We're really just in competition with ourselves to be better today than what we were yesterday, to be better just in general, to be the very best that we can be before we close our eyes. Because at some point, you want to leave behind not just material things, but you want to leave behind memories, not material things, but memories, good memories, happy memories of things that you did with your friends and your families, and that can say truly, she enjoyed this life. You have one life to live. And so I got away from saying you only live once. I don't say that anymore. I say you live every day. You die once. So that's another thing in 2024 that we need to be very careful of our words and speak life over every single thing. Everything you touch, you speak in life over it. And so this is talking about being honest. And it's saying that if vulnerability is our friend, then honesty is her sister. Honesty happens when we cultivate authenticity. By living only to please others or meet external standards, we pull away from our true past. Honesty allows for us to thoughtfully speak our minds and express our feelings and opinions, even, this is what stops us, even if it upsets others or makes them feel uncomfortable. So I just really had a situation like this where I was told the whole situation made with something that I did made other people feel uncomfortable. That's not my problem. Like me being who I am and worrying about, because I'm going to smile. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be like, oh my goodness. That's just who I have become. I can't tell you I was always over dramatic like that, but that's just who I am now. Like, oh my God. And it just happened so naturally. My friends like, that your head go in them hands again, because it just happened like that, And who would have thought that would cause anyone to be uncomfortable? So if me being me makes you uncomfortable, then you need to excuse yourself. Like the lady who invited me over for Christmas, she said she uninvited me quickly because she did not want to make her sister-in-law uncomfortable. Well, I want to be the type of person, if you're the problem, then you're not the one invited. You can't come and everybody is uncomfortable because of you.
So for me, if I make the situation uncomfortable, I don't mind removing myself. I have had to remove myself before from situations that I'm just like, you know what? It's better for everything about this situation if I remove myself. I don't want to burn my grilled cheese. That cheese expensive. Hold on. If my soup is ready. Okay, it's still good. Um, so if you have to remove you, then hey, I'll remove me before I change me. I'll just remove because I'm walking in my truth, my transparency, my authenticity. That's what I'm doing. And so I'm not going to change to make other people feel comfortable. Because, like that reel says, if my confidence, I don't even know, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to do it so I can remember it. But it's Deion Sanders talking about if you're insecure because of his confidence, that's not his problem, basically, because he's gonna be confident. When he says when he walks in the room, they're like, "Oh, what's that cologne you're wearing?" He says, "Confidence. Confidence looks and smells good." So, be honest, because honesty is part of being confident. People lie because they're insecure and they're not confident. So, so then it says, let me see, where was I at? When we suppress this, so we're talking about being honest. If you just came in, we're talking about being honest. So if you suppress your thoughts and your feelings, they come out in a different way. That's why it's important to speak it. You can be respectful and speak it, but you have to speak your truth, right? And so it causes grief and discomfort. Suppressing emotions does not make them go away. So avoidance definitely doesn't work. And I'll be the first one to say I will avoid at all costs. I don't like confrontation. I avoid. So in reality, it can cause feelings to stay around longer and intensify. Over time, stifling negative emotions contributes to health-related issues such as high blood pressure, memory issues, and difficulty focusing. Unexpressed and unresolved anger can build, leading to an overreaction that can damage relationships and self-worth. So have you ever held it in, and then when you exploded, you really exploded on the wrong person because they didn't even put the cap on the toothpaste. It has nothing to do with that person or the toothpaste. It's because you failed to speak your truth and you let it build up until there is an explosion. And it is going to happen because it's going to manifest itself some type of way. If you continue to hold the anger in, suppress your feelings to try to make other people feel comfortable, you're hurting you. So, being true to ourselves. Thank you, Miss Robin, for sharing. Hey, Miss Robin. Hey, Miss Robin. Thank you. Um, let's see. So being true to ourselves involves recognizing our gifts and sharing them with the world. I imagine if we all try to be a little more honest and vulnerable with our emotions, we will have a more meaningful relationship and connection. So that's all I'm going to read about that, because we do have to be honest about things. And transparency is hard. Sometimes we're worried about judgment. But we can't worry about that. Like, we can't worry about people not liking us. You know how many people it is in this world? Like, if somebody turns their back, there's like 8, 10, 12, another couple of million people waiting to be there for you. So stop worrying about the one, the two that forsaken and deceived and lied and cheated and whatever they did that was, I'm not going to say unforgivable, because we're going to forgive. We are going to forgive. That's for us, not for the other person. Because let me tell you, I have had to forgive. And to the point where I've had to make a phone call or two lately just to take a deep breath Because my past will not control me. I just can't let it. It has for too long. I refuse to give it the rest of my days because I don't know how many days I have left. I know how many I've lived already, 51 by the grace of God, and I almost didn't make it. At 44, I handed out cards because I was so excited to see another birthday because I almost did not live to see that day. And so I don't have time for drama. I don't have time for unforgiveness. I don't have time for bitterness. I've had that for so long. If an offense tries to come my way, I'm like, you better get away from me. We are not being offended. I'm not being offended. But we have feelings. We're human. And it is a battle, but we already won this thing. So just say, I'm not offended. Whatever they said or tried to do to hurt me, it's up to me to protect me. And I think about the little girl in the mirror, like the little girl, Selena, that little girl, the little girl that was teased, the little girl that was bullied, the little girl that was molested, the little girl that was raped, the little girl that went through, that little girl, she's still in there. And guess who loves her? I do. And guess who's going to protect her? I am. Get my food. Ooh. Okay, so that's gonna be enough for that. This is my grilled cheese in the air fryer. I don't even have to stand up and stand over it trying to flip it and stuff. I just put it in there. And then I got me a cup of tomato basil soup. It's whoo, I'm about to pour it out. Trying to show it to you. So, I just want to get to the point where you all know when I'm going to be live. That's where I'm trying to get to. It may change again, but right now I went live last Friday. I don't know. I think mine was doing that earlier today too when I was on Facebook. Every time I commented, it did. It like froze or something. Maybe it's just the maybe it's the app. You know, it's the holidays. I've been seeing a lot of people go live. So the purpose of it really is to try to get a time frame where you know Sunshine gonna be live at 7 Friday night foodie with friends, and then you can pop on next week. That'll be the first Friday. And so I'm gonna go ahead on and say, come on over, get on the screen, get in here with me, as they say. Come on up in here with me. And so I'm going to give you 1 week's notice to be prepared. Next week, I'll send you the link. You pop in here with me and we have a conversation just about going into this new year. Like, how are we going to tackle our goals and our aspiration and our dreams and not focus on the failures of yesterday, of last year? Because 2023 is done. We could put a check mark by that. And so let's see if this grilled cheese is good. It be crispy on the outside. Look at that. Ooh, child. It be crispy on the outside and ooey gooey on the inside. So let's be honest with ourselves first. Look yourself in the mirror and be honest. Are you really being true to yourself? Are you putting yourself first? There's God, then you. In that order. But are you putting people, and then more people, and then some more people, and then you, and then God? Like, what order is it in? I can say I've been out of order, out of balance. Happy Friday, girl. We did have a drawing earlier, and it was for dinner. So there was 2 winners, Vanessa and Melvina. So y'all be sure to tell them congratulations on their win. They had dinner tonight on Conversations with Selena. Sunshine. They're having dinner with Sunshine somewhere. Next week, somebody gonna have to come on the screen with me and we eat together. But are you really being true to you? That's my question for you today. We're talking about being honest. And are you being honest? Oh, y'all see my cup? I don't know if I showed y'all my cup. This is my Christmas cup. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. How you doing? Because God will show you you. If you ask him, he will show you you. Because a lot of times we put the fault on everybody else and we don't take accountability for our actions and the things that we've done. And so just over this weekend, before we go into this new year, really look yourself in the mirror and say, how can I improve my life this upcoming year? What can I do for me? Because you can't give from an empty cup. Keep trying to put everybody else before you. I'm taking care of this person, take care of that person, taking care, doing, going, blowing, doing all this stuff. And then you're left with an empty cup. You're left crying. You're broken. This person not showing up for me and I showed up for them. Which when you do it for somebody, you're not doing it for them to show back up. But at the end of the day, it's like you feel like you're in a relationship. Like, you can't do for me like I call you, you can't call me, sort of thing. I don't know what's going on. Y'all tell me what is happening where people feel like relationships should be one-sided. Sharon say so true. Miss Robin say cute. Thank you for my thank you, girl. But what is happening? The people think it should just be one-sided. That's not fair. A relationship is that exactly that. You're in relationship with other people, relations. We have conversations, we have outings, we do things together. And if you have to go out by yourself, that's temporary. Get up, fix yourself up, go out anyway. I went to the movie theater looking like Celie the other day, but I was determined to get up out of here. My plaits was all over my head, just like Celie's. And I said, Lord have mercy, I'm trying to go support the color purple. And here I wanted to wear purple, not plaits. But I went anyway. I just went. I put that little beanie cap on and I went. I didn't stay, and it's not because it was a musical, because I know y'all cutting up over a musical deal. It was the whole, I ain't even want to, as soon as he took the baby, I was like, I'm not in the mood for this Christmas day. And so I left the movie theater. I said, I'll watch it another day. I bought the ticket. They scanned my ticket. My ticket counted. That was it. I was gone. I came back. I had a turkey in the oven anyway. Girl, say that again for the people in the back. People make time for what's important to them. What's important and who's important for them. And then they wonder why you acting funny. It's because you made time for the people that was important to you. And now you want to ask me why I'm acting funny. And so, we do have to evaluate. And sometimes we have a part to play when relationships fail. Yep. Have I even tasted this tomato soup since we've been on? I don't think so. It's hot. Ooh, you see the smoke? But thank y'all so much for joining. That's all. This is part of me being consistent. And I'm just up in here. Y'all know I'm in Iowa. All the way over yonder in this foreign land. Woo. My son said, Mama, do you like it here? I said, boy, I haven't been here long enough to make a decision. I'm adjusting. I am adjusting. But y'all be encouraged. I'll be live tomorrow night at 7. I don't have any guests scheduled for tomorrow. So I might do an impromptu where we pull in if somebody wants to come in and do a live and have a conversation with me. We can do that. That'll be fun. And we might even be able to play a game or something. But I will be live again tomorrow at 7. Y'all go share a smile, spread some sunshine, be encouraged, stay encouraged. This is what go with you everywhere you go. So be kind. Speak kind words over you. When you get to talking negative, be like, now would I tell this to my sister when I'm trying to encourage her? So speak those words to yourself. Be honest with yourself first. Come to grips with some of the mistakes that you made, and then be kind. Give yourself some grace, because we're working on us in 2024. For real, for real. We're going to be the best versions of ourselves that we've ever been. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Y'all go share a smile and spread some sunshine. Y'all have a great night. I enjoyed this. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Have a good night. Toodles. That's what my mama says and my sister. Toodles.